Hey everybody, so I'm going to show you kind of behind the scenes of how I generate the websites, well, part of the process. And I just updated this. Now, of course, whenever a new user creates a site, it's just going to generate it right away. But what if, I make updates to the underlying like Potion website engine and the websites themselves? How do I then go back through and update all the old websites or all the websites that are already up there? And so this is kind of a hard problem. One, because I'm using Versal to host the websites, and Versal only allows you to build one website at a time. And so that kind of creates some limitations where I don't want my one website to be hogged up, my one build to be hogged up building tons of old websites if I have like a new user on board and they want to create their first site. And typically, it takes around 3 minutes to build a website. And so I don't want them waiting forever to get the new site. And so the system I had currently wasn't the best. Like it would update all sites at once and it would make those deployments. And so then anyone that wanted to create a website would have to wait. And so I haven't updated some of the older sites for a little while just because of that system wasn't very good and it wasn't really in place. Versal does like to have more builds, but it's like $50 a build, and I don't really want to pay for that yet. I probably will eventually. But right now, one build has actually been working pretty fine. Usually, I only have so many websites created a day, and that just works out that most likely those builds will happen at different times, whatever. But anyways, I do want to make a better system for being able to update my old site. So here's a little bit of behind the scenes of this cron job that I run. And I'm going to plan to run this like every 6 or 7 minutes. And what it will do is we'll find a site that hasn't been updated. And so it does that by finding the last commit time of the GitHub repo for the Potion like generic site. And if this website hasn't been updated and it has, an older commit older than that, then this will be a site that will update. We also kind of check these things because we need to have those. But I have this kind of flag here where if we only want to update one at a time, it will just pass true or it will break out here so that we'll only update one website per cron job run. So then all I need to do is just run this cron job every 6-7 minutes or so just to give it some time. The plan is let some new users create their sites in the meantime, fit their sites in there, because there's no way with Versal to set like a priority of builds of like what build I want to have. So it's like whatever one is sent first to be built, that one will be built first. So this I can put on a cron job of like 6 minutes or so. And this list of sites that needs to be updated, if I just updated the GitHub repo, this could be a pretty big list. But as I slowly update these one by one and break out every 6 minutes, this list will get smaller, and that site won't be returned back because it is up to date. And so basically it's like a slow rollout where it would take, maybe it'll take a day or two, I don't know, to go through all the websites and update them. And of course, once I, pay for more builds, I can do that and it will work fine. But yeah, this is kind of the behind the scenes system that I just created for updating a website so that I can get everyone like the new awesome changes that come to Potion when I add them.